Hey, James.
Hi. Thanks. Tomorrow we're expecting very good earnings from banks. They're, as you said, good economy. Interest rates are low. They're going to be giving back capital to shareholders. 10 years after the financial crisis, a lot of the reforms you wanted never happened. Are you comfortable? Are you nervous as rates rise, as we get to, I don't want to say the next financial crisis, who knows, but how strong do you think the system is for the next time we hit turbulence?
Well, I mean, the good news is clearly we have a whole lot more capital in the system than we had before the crisis. My guess is the market would have demanded that without what Dodd-Frank did, but I still have some fear that capital levels may still be inadequate. That was the whole thrust of the Financial Choice Act, and that was a trade-off for high levels of loss-absorbing capital to be trade-off for a much, much lower regulatory burden. Now, we probably got some percentage of that in the 2155, S2155 legislation that the president signed into law late in May. So at least with respect to our community banks and our regional banks, they saw some of that relief. But I don't think we're quite there yet, James, and I'm also concerned, unfortunately, that we have never fundamentally reformed our housing finance system, and I fear that many of the same mistakes that were made that precipitated the 2008 crisis, a lot of those mistakes are still being made, and so it remains absolutely critical that we reform housing finance, have a sustainable system, quit relying upon these broken models of Fannie and Freddie. So I still have concerns, but having said that, again, with the tax relief, the regulatory relief of the Trump administration, again, many Americans are seeing the best economies of their lifetimes. The question is, can we keep it? We've done a little bit to modernize banking laws, but we also need to modernize our capital formation laws, and that's what the House is working on today. I mean, back to China, we've got over a third of the world's IPOs listing on the Chinese stock market and not the U.S. stock markets, where our IPOs are in decline. Part of the answer in dealing with competition from China is to make sure that our high-tech firms go public in America and more of them do it. And that's another item that we're working on here in Congress today.
Congressman, real quick, 2 weeks ago when I interviewed President Trump, he said that his team is working on a phase 2 tax plan that will include cutting the corporate rate from 21% to 20%. Is this something you're working on?
Well, it's not something I'm personally working on because it's not within the jurisdiction of my committee, but I will certainly do anything I can to help the president, work with my fellow Texan chairman.
Do you want to get that rate down to 20%?
I would love to get that rate down to 20%. I would love to also go back and get capital gains tax relief. And also, I would love to get more simplicity. That didn't quite happen in the first round. So, again, this was the most dramatic tax relief in a generation. The proof is in the pudding. And, oh, by the way, we have more tax revenues come in. So we always hear, well, you spent all this money. But the truth is, if we promote 2.8, 2.9% economic growth through this tax relief, the tax relief, quote unquote, pays for itself if that's something you believe in. And I think there's an emerging consensus that Q2 of 18, we may see as much as 4% economic growth. But there's a lot more we need to do to keep it. And I would love for there to be a phase 2 of tax cuts and reform.
All right, Congressman, good to see you this morning. Thanks so much.
Good to see you.
We'll see you soon. Congressman Jeb Hensarling.